Hi, I'm Captain Chris in Vero Beach. We teach Introduction to Boat Systems classes here in our garage workshop in Vero Beach. And today I want to show you how to take an oil sample that you can send into a lab for analysis. This is a 3-cylinder diesel generator that a boater donated to us because it's dead. So we use this in our classes, but today I want to show you how to take an oil sample. First of all, looking into this area, you can see the oil filter, but because everything's jammed in real tight, it may be difficult to see the dipstick. So we actually put a white tape or yellow tape on the dipstick, and that way you can find it real easy. We'll pull it out. Let me get something to wipe off the oil. So I'll pull that out and I'll wipe the oil off of it. I will now check the oil level since I've got a clean dipstick. I'll put it back in the hole, and yes, sometimes it's difficult to find the hole. Flashlight could help. Put it all the way in, bottom it out, pull it up again, and now look here, and you can see that it's a tiny bit over full. You can't appreciate that on the camera, but looking on this side here, you may see where my nail is. That's the full mark, and we were a tiny bit over full. Not a problem for us today because we're going to actually extract an oil sample out of the engine, and we'll do that by using this vacuum pump, which is a manual vacuum pump, and I'll show you how to put it together. Unscrew this knurled knob here. Unscrew that knob, take your sample tubing, slide it in, loosen it a little bit more, slide it in about that far, and then tighten the knob. So as we tighten the knob, we make it airtight or vacuum tight for a vacuum pump. On the inside here, you can see there's a black rubber O-ring gasket. And then we'll take a sanitary bottle, never been used, always clean, and we will screw these together. So now we have the vacuum pump here, the extractor tubing, and then the sample bottle. I do want to caution you, the tubing goes down far enough that the pump will stay clean. It will not be contaminated unless you flip it over. That's something that you do need to be aware of. The other thing we've got to do is take this tube and slide it down the hole where the dipstick came out of. And I bottomed it out. You can see I pushed it in all the way to the bottom. And now as I do my pump, you'll see the oil come out through the tubing and then go into my bottle. I can already feel it. Can you see it coming? So it's got to come, keep on coming around. And this is something that anybody can do. If you're a do-it-yourself boater, you change your own oil, you can take your own oil samples. So watch it go into the bottle. There you go. And keep in mind, this is a small diesel generator, holds about 1 gallon of oil. And since this is a dead machine that was donated to us for training purposes, I don't know how much oil it really has, although the dipstick said that it was full. So I'll just keep on pumping. And depending upon the laboratory that you use, you should fill this up to the neighborhood of 2/3 full. I'll stop right here, but fill it up to the neighborhood of 2/3 full. I'm leaning on the generator with my left forearm. I'm going to unscrew this bottle, and I'm holding the tube over my work basket right here. Now I've got this cap. I'll put the cap on top of it. Then, of course, if I had somebody here with an extra hand, that would make it easier for me. Screw the cap on it. And again, I'm holding this over here so I do not contaminate the pump. This is the questionnaire that you would fill out with the engine model number, the make, the horsepower, the serial number, gasoline, diesel, type of oil that you're using. This will go into the mailing container, the shipping container, along with the oil. With this oil sample, I like to use a Sharpie pen to write my name, my telephone number, and then the engine, make, model, and serial number on here with a Sharpie pen. So then you'll take this, and again, I'm operating with only one hand. You'll take that, put this into the shipping container there. Keep in mind you filled this out. Put that into the shipping container. Put the lid on it again. Tighten that up. And we're almost done. To complete the process, you have to put it into the shipping envelope. And notice that it's prepaid postage, so you don't need to go to the post office. And yes, before you ask the question, it is legal to ship this oil sample in the U.S. mail. So if you've got any questions about doing oil samples, you can look online for different laboratories that you'd like to do business with, or you can look me up. Ask Captain Chris.